All right, good morning, guys. Coming at you the video. It's been a little while. Um, yeah, I'm pulling tanker now, and guess I'm gonna show you guys how to run a load of bleach. I'm running local for the summer, and summer's almost up. But I'll go back out to being regional. Probably working a week and a half to 2 weeks on at a time, and then taking some days off. So yeah, but on tanker. And yep, nice little short run today from Augusta up to Charlotte, North Carolina, which is about 2.5 hours away from me. And then deliver to the water treatment plant up there, and then Charlotte back to Augusta, and then I'll be done for the day. So it shouldn't be too bad. Relatively short day today, so I'm happy. I am happy. Yeah, but let's get to it. Alrighty, guys. So we're here at the delivery. So we're going to go ahead and get this party popping. Go ahead and turn on my PTO because I have to use my own air because the plant does not have its air for us to use. So hey, it is what it is. Small thing to a giant. So go ahead and turn on the PTO. The gentleman has to get a sample first, so I'll go ahead and get everything hooked up. So first things first, proper PPE. I'm also going to grab my buckets. I don't have to use these hoses that are on the back. This trailer has its own hoses for the fact that it's dedicated to bleach. So I'll go ahead and pop that bad boy off. Grab 2 buckets. Alrighty. So keep it pushing. I'll go ahead and pre-stage these buckets. And this switch right here allows the back of the trailer to come down. So go ahead and pull it out. And as you can see, the rear end lowers. Pre-stage one of the buckets right over there. And yeah. Well, they have a containment area right here, so I don't even have to worry about that. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So you have to use air to offload this particular trailer, this particular load. So here's your PTO. Your air will hook up right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my fittings, and then I'll also grab my own personal air hose that I keep with me in the truck. Now, I'm not going to turn it on just yet because the gentleman needs a sample, but I am going to turn it on soon because when you're using your own PTO, your own air, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to air up the trailer because you're just not getting the same amount of air flow and pressure that you'd get from the plant air. So now we're going to open up this valve to allow it to air up inside the trailer. Now I'm going to work my way to the back, take my fittings, of course, with me. Next, we're going to go up to the top up here because you see that line right there where I open that air, all this stuff attaches. And you come up here to the top. And if you can see down in there, this is actually how the air gets inside the trailer. So we're going to open up that right there. This is how you bleed off the air. Make sure that's closed because you don't want to let the air in and then back out. So we're going to open it up, allow the air to be able to go inside. Alrighty. Whew. It's a little bit toasty today. Now for the fun part. I'm going to come back here. The gentleman needs a sample. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to evaluate what they have, what I have, to determine what kind of fittings that we need. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm only going to need one hose for this particular offload session. So we're going to go ahead and get one hose off. All righty. So I'm going to match up, see what they have over here. As you can see, on their end, they have a female connection. So I'm going to take the male end of mine and stick it in. Go ahead, throw that in there. Then we're going to take one of our wraps, wrap it up just to make sure it doesn't pop off. Now we're going to connect my end to the trailer. So as you can see, I'm going to pop the seal. He's already verified, done anything he's got to do on his end. Take the top off. That's a male end. We have a female end on mine. We can slide it on, but the gentleman needs a sample, and I like to add on a blow-off valve. So what we can do is this right here, have a fitting for that. I can take off this fitting right here on the end to allow me to be able to connect it. So I'll take it, place it on there, and I'll take my other end and place it on there as well. And now I have a blow-off valve to be able to give the gentleman his sample that he requested before we actually start unloading. As always, safely, we have to take straps and apply it. Oh, put it on backwards. No, I didn't. Just didn't land it in the right spot. There we go. Take another one, apply it to here. Whew. Jacket shoulders get toasty out in this heat. We gotta wear the PPE. It's the right thing to do. All right, we'll stick that back on. All right. Where would you like me to give you a sample, sir?
So what we'll do first is get a full gallon.
Okay.
And then just pour it in here so we get some old stuff out of the line. And then all you have to do is fill it up about halfway because we're just filling the big after that.
All right. So we're going to open our internal valve. And then we're going to open our external. But first we're going to open up right here this blow off to allow some of that bleach to go in there. We're going to open it up. As you can see, here it comes. Close it off. This good?
Yeah. Pour it in there.
All right. Pour it down in there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This thing doesn't have much of a grip on it, considering it's plastic right here. So we're just going to have to run it right up here. So, all right. We'll pour it inside of there for you.
About the same amount on the next one.
All right. We'll go ahead and open it back up. Excuse me, open it up. Get some more out. Outstanding. All righty.
I'll take it over here.
Now I'll take it over here where this gentleman is. We'll go ahead and add it in there. You just tell me when, sir.
All right. Typically, we'll just let it overflow so the bubbles can come off the edges.
All righty.
More kind of like that, right there.
Beautiful. All right.
And the rest can go down the drain.
And he's going to go take his sample and he'll give me the thumbs up whenever we're ready. So, like you said, the rest goes down this drain right here. So while he's doing his thing, what we're going to do is start airing up.
I'll take that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
What we're going to do is start airing up the trailer. Typically, I don't like to do this until it's actually flowing. However, this trailer is not a full load. Well, it's not at capacity, which means there's plenty of room for the air to go in. And on top of that, because I'm using my own air, I need to allow it a little bit more time to start pressurizing because it's not wide open, super fast air. So we're going to come over here. All right. I'm going to go to supply. Now that the air is on, it's coming out, but we have to close up this valve right here to allow us to start adding pressure to the trailer. So now we'll watch the pressure gauge, and over a few minutes, it'll slowly rise. As you can probably see, it's already rising right now. It's already almost to 5 psi. Whew. Wipe off a little bit of the sweat. So now that that's going, what we'll do is come over here and close up our valve right here, the blow off right there. Close that because once we let it start flowing, we don't want it to start going everywhere. All right. The internal's already open from before. So right now it's just supplying air. I'll go ahead and close it actually to allow it to build up air inside the trailer. As you can see, watch what happens. You'll take it. All right. Now we have to let out, well, we don't have to, but I'm going to show you guys that this tube right here still has product in it. So this is containment area. It's okay for it to go on the ground here. So you open it, you still have a little bit leak out. So we're going to close it back up, close up everything. We're going to let it air up, build up some pressure. Right now it's at 10 psi. Another reason you want to build it up some is because once you actually start releasing the product to come out and go inside of their tank, you're going to notice a drop in the pressure. So you want to give it a chance to build up. So I won't fully open their line, and I won't fully open my line until the gentleman comes back out, gives me the okay. Normally does not take, so he came and gave me the thumbs up. So we'll go ahead and open up their end so they can receive the product. All right. Building up pressure on my end. So make sure that's closed. And watch the hose as it starts coming through. You'll notice that it starts dropping. You don't want to take it and fling it open. You want to open it gradually just to make sure nothing happens, no leaks or anything. All right. Opening it slowly. No leaks on my end. No leaks on their end. So we can go ahead and let it open. Hopefully you'll be able to catch it on camera, see how it drops. All right. Well, didn't really see too much of a drop on it. But nonetheless, now they are receiving their product that they wanted. So, yep. Close it back up. Open the internal. Now we're going to start allowing it to come out. We're going to try again and see if you can catch another drop in it. All right. Didn't really catch the drop again, but at least you can see it coming through. You can feel it. All right. So now we just wait. Typically, you'll have a gauge over here that'll allow you to see if it's going up. So you'll know they're getting it. Sometimes it takes a second. Sometimes not. Just depends on temperature, how much they have in there. But as you can see right there, that number is going up. And as well, on the inside of the truck, we have a pressure gauge that shows how much pressure is on our drives. So while their number is going up, if you watch the PSI on our drives, the number is decreasing because you're letting go of what's inside your trailer. So right now, we'll just sit and wait, come back out every few minutes to monitor, make sure everything is going well. I typically like to watch it drop about every 10 psi. I'll come back out, check on everything, and then go back from there. So I will catch you guys when we are at the part when we're about to finish offloading. All right, guys, so let's see if I can capture it on camera. I know the lighting's a little weird. can see right now it's at 53 psi. When I first got here, it was at a 60, 61, 62. It fluctuates while you're driving, but it was around 62 when I was sitting still. So as you can see, the product is coming off. You see, it just went from 53 down to 52. So that's how you know you have a positive rate of flow as far as unloading goes. So, like I said, every 10 or so psi, I go out and check on it. I literally just got back in the truck because I was talking to the gentleman. So I know everything is good because I just walked away from it 2 seconds ago. But yes, everything is good. It's unloading. Should take about 45 or so minutes to unload this bleach, and then I'll get back to you guys to let you see the process of what to do when it's actually empty. All right, guys, so we are just about done. Usually around 15, 16, 17 psi, somewhere around there, we're normally done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my PPE back on, and we're about to head outside and take a look-see, and I'll show you the signs that you can see so you can know if it truly is done or not. All right, guys, so should be just about empty. Like I just showed you guys in the last clip. Got my PPE on, about to put my gloves on, so we're about to see. Actually, you should be able to see right now that it's empty. I don't know, you see how the hose is jumping around? So right there, that lets you know that we're empty. Also, the hose right here, it's going to be light. It's going to feel like it's, well, empty hose. So we'll go ahead and close the internal. And then what we can do now is go ahead and blow it off, because now, even though the internal is closed, we want to make sure this line is clear. So we're going to go ahead, send some air through it, clear it out. We're going to close that and that. We're going to close there, and now, this is why I like to put my blow off, because you still have a little bit of pressure built up in this hose. So you take it, allow that pressure to come out. We can go ahead and start disconnecting everything. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that open. Take my orange straps off. Go ahead and take off their end. Close it up. Put their top back on. Now we can go ahead and do our end as well. Take my hose off. What I like to do is take a little bit of water. We're going to clean it out. So we're going to spray some water in it. All right. Now here's the fancy part. We can be methodical with how we do it. Set the water hose down. Now what we can do is take it and actually rotate the hose like such. And it's going to allow the water to rinse through it, come all the way out. And if you can see down there on the bottom side, cleaned out the hose, and now it's clean. Go ahead and put the top back on. I'll go ahead and lay this out right here. I'll go ahead and put the top back on my end. Now, the safe way to do this is to put the hose back on the tray rack in sections. So, we merely just feed it on. Take it, put it on there, take this section, hold it down, this next section on, hold it down, put the last little bit on, Hold it down, stir it up, we're good to go. Now I'm also going to take off my last fitting that I have, part of the blowdown valve that I put on. Put the top to my trailer section back on, the external for the trailer. Go ahead and run a little bit of water over this. Clean it off. Of course, when you get back to the terminal, they have their own clean off method there. It's just a preliminary clean off. Got it on there. And I can actually take this, spray off the stuff in my bucket if I want to. Water goes and cleans off most things. I have a hole in the bottom of this bucket, so you don't have to worry about it not just having a bunch of water in it. So their stuff is cleaned up. My stuff is cleaned up. You know what? For safe measure, I can go ahead and spray off the rear end of my trailer, just in case there's any bleach or anything left over. Spray off the rear end of mine. We're good. As you can see, my internal is closed, external is closed. I'm going to go ahead and raise up the rear end because I want to ride with it that way. So we'll go ahead and allow this to air back up. No. PTO is still going, still providing air to the trailer. That's okay. It's not going to blow up or anything because we're not leaving it there. Just methodically cleaning up. Now we're going to come down to the PTO and actually start unhooking things down here. You're going to have pressure built up in the hose from the air going through, so we can relieve that pressure by opening up that valve that I showed at the beginning of this video. So we're going to close off this air going into the trailer. We'll close that off, open that up, this relieves the pressure, kill that. So by opening this part up right here, this will leave the pressure that built up inside the hose between here and there. Now it's safe to remove it. Really just push, open, push back, open up, close it, take this, throw that inside my compartment on the truck. All the water from the fittings has leaked out because I keep a hole in the bottom of that bucket. Put that in there, close it up. Now we're going to go to the top of the trailer, and now the trailer has pressure built up inside of it. So what we need to do is release that pressure, because you cannot go down the highway with pressure on your trailer. Hopefully you'll be able to see. I like hauling bleach because it lets off like a nice little pretty blue kind of, I don't want to call it a flame, it's not necessarily a flame, but it lets off a blue aura, so I'll call it that, an aura, whenever you go and release the pressure. Hopefully you can catch it on camera. I don't know if you'll be able to because of the frame rate. So now what we'll do, close this up. Well, I'll keep that open because there might be a little bit of air left in the lines. Let's see if it captures it on camera. That valve right there is how you relieve the pressure that's built up inside this trailer. That takes about 5 or so minutes. So we're done from there. We're good. Go ahead and do the paperwork, finalize some things. I'll put my buckets up, and we'll be on our way back home. Alrighty guys, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. Just want to go and throw this little caveat in at the end. When I was trying to explain what I was doing with blowing out the hose and whatnot, I kind of got a little tongue-tied and stuff like that. So whenever the other fellow tanker yankers hop on there and be like, he's not doing what he's saying he's doing and whatnot, I got tongue-tied. Don't come for me, please don't. Don't drop me in the comment section. It was an honest mistake. My mind was in what I was doing, and I was so busy doing it that I was trying to narrate, but like my words got mixed up. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'm about to spend some time at the house with the family and the kids. And yeah, this is local life for now. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it. It's a little different. Trying to get used to, you know, sleeping at the house every night. Definitely want to make a video talking about that because I'm experiencing things on the local side that nobody ever talks about. Everybody's like, go local, be home daily. I'm just like, I love being home daily. I love coming to my house, spending time with the kids and the family and whatnot. Like, there's stuff that's just part of the local side that nobody talks about. So I'm going to make another video talking about that probably the next few days or so. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys on another video. Hopefully I get a peroxide load to show you guys how to deliver peroxide on our trailers. So fingers crossed I'll get a peroxide load this week, and we'll go from there.